Well, Seleni is a maternal mental health foundation that supports women and their families. I think, the context of Seleni is that Nitzia is the mother of 3 young children, and she turned around and said to me, George, I really would love to set up a maternal mental health foundation. Nitzia is a psychotherapist by training, and so I said to her, let's do it. And she said, what do you mean? I said, let's do it. If this is what you want to do, and this can have a great impact on us and the people around us and the people around the people around us and beyond, great. So Nitzia's vision was to destigmatize mental health. Nitzia's vision was to reduce suffering through understanding and caring. If you create understanding about suffering, you can actually reduce it. First of all, the most common comment actually is, why hasn't someone done that before? Which is quite interesting. And I think that's to the greater point about mental health and how mental health could be a scourge of the 22nd century. Progress is incremental, not instant. And so we tend to forget how much society and humanity has evolved and progressed over the centuries. And when people talk about Seleni, they're overwhelmed in a positive, joyful sense that they went through the Seleni experience. It helped them. In many cases, it saved them. Therefore, we're fulfilling a need. Therefore, we're doing good. Therefore, we keep going. So I think people from within our group are deeply proud of the impact that Seleni has. They are very emotionally attached to it because it's a foundation, it's an entity, it's a clinic that helps where there is a lack of help. You're not alone. You're suffering in silence. You don't need to suffer in silence. Again, remember, Seleni is trying to destigmatize mental health. So in the same way that 30 years ago there was a stigma around breast cancer, and today there is no stigma around breast cancer. It's been destigmatized, but it's been destigmatized due to the visionary leadership of a few. And that's what Nitzia wishes to replicate with Seleni. We like having a positive impact on the lives of people, be it through our business, through our social programs, through Seleni. And so I, foresee a future where Seleni grows. Where you share suffering, you reduce suffering. And there's so much suffering in silence that happens in the cases that Seleni is dealing with, be it a stillbirth or the loss of a child or miscarriage or postpartum depression. And almost understanding is the key to unlocking the suffering. And so what we hear about so many times in Seleni is people just being so grateful that it exists. So its existence is a source of strength for people that are suffering. We believe in attempting to do the impossible. That's our starting point as a family, as a group, as a couple, and that's what we set out to do with Seleni. Seleni is about goodness, giving back, hope, Nitzia, empathy, good people, giving more than taking, standing up for what's right, sharing the suffering of others to make them feel better and empower them to empower their children and the people around them.